Hey!
What's going on, friends?
The boys are back.
The boys are back.
We are here.
We're back. It's good to have you sitting here. It was so fun the past couple weeks having. We had Mike, we had Leah. They were great.
They were great.
So fun.
They were.
And it is also really, really awesome to have you sitting here today back on the pod.
I'm happy to be back. They filled in very nicely.
Yeah.
Shout out Mike DeDominic. Shout out Leah Gazowski. Wonderful members of the team.
Yeah. Fantastic.
I really wanted you to dig in on Mike. You didn't dig in on him enough. I kept throwing in the chat. Like, I wanted to know
you can do
podcast.
your own episode with Mike. I was satisfied.
You were?
I thought it was very fun.
I look so tan on the screen right now.
You don't want to do your typical welcome?
You look pretty tan.
Come on, somebody.
Not your face, just your arm.
Well, you get what you get. You didn't do your big welcome.
Hey,
welcome
what's up, and welcome to Off The Record with Amplify Church. My name's Pastor Ed Knoll.
And I'm Pastor Brandon Major.
This is our weekly live conversation where we pull back the curtain on church life. We talk about what happens behind the scenes, how we think about ministry, and things that just don't fit into a Sunday.
Yeah. So good to be back with you guys.
Intro.
I do too. It's a good time. You are back in America.
I'm back in America.
For those who don't know, where were you for the past 10 days?
I was in Uganda.
Traveling the world.
Uganda.
Traveling all over.
We told Piper, obviously, that I was in Africa, and she went, Africa? I don't think I've ever been there. Which
wait, that's adorable.
It was just very funny. It was very funny. And for Piper, who's special needs, it was just a very cute statement.
That is really great.
I'm happy to be back.
Yeah.
Happy to be back.
How are you adjusting? So you left last. Oh gosh,
Dude,
you left
Monday
on
the 9th.
Monday the 9th.
25th.
And you got, oh my gosh.
We got back on the 19th.
On the 19th. So you've almost been back for a week now.
Yeah.
How are you adjusting? Because what's the time change? How's jet lag?
Yeah. The time change is 7 hours. So we were 7 hours ahead.
Yep.
So the first few days back, when we would hit like 3 o'clock here, it would be like 10 o'clock there, I was cooked.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I do feel like I'm pretty much back.
Yeah.
Now that I'm about a week away. I'm still waking up pretty early. I'm up at like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Which is not normal.
Yeah.
But I've been lasting like through the evening pretty well.
Yeah.
Except at team night last night. I was tired last night.
You were tired.
We'll get to that.
So with the traveling and the jet lag, what do they say? A day per hour, right? If
I
you
have heard that.
Isn't that the rule?
Yeah.
So you're at about.
I'm right
about
about there.
You should be evening out here. Who did you miss the most minus Katie?
Okay.
Back here in America.
I'm glad you clarified minus Katie.
Minus Katie. And your kids.
Okay, that's good. It would be you.
Oh, wow, shucks. You didn't have to say that.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Brandon didn't text me at all while I was gone.
I try to be honoring when people are gone, that they're gone and they're doing their thing.
It wasn't a vacation, though. I was working.
Yeah, but you're on a missions trip. Like, that should be your focus.
Yeah.
So that was intentional for you and Rob. It might have offended you. I'm sorry. I was trying to.
As soon as we landed in Uganda, Rob and I got on the bus, like it was after the plane, and we sent you this photo. Do you remember?
Yeah, which is a great photo.
I can't.
Just show the camera. Just show it up. Yeah, see? They can see it.
Nice. I sent this photo.
Yeah.
I said the boys made it to Uganda.
Yeah.
No response.
No response.
You did not respond.
We call that giving space.
Brandon doesn't respond to texts anyway, so
I know it's a chronic thing.
Yeah, it was bad.
But
I would say more than the jet lag, though. There's this thing that occurs when you go to do a mission trip and you're living in that third world environment and you're seeing the depth of the poverty, and then you come back to America and you get this culture shock. That's like, oh my gosh, we have so much.
You're like, Brandon is so entitled. I thought I missed him, but I don't.
No, it's not that. But I will say, like, our whole group is still like messaging each other on our WhatsApp group. And I think everybody is experiencing that.
Yeah.
And especially for the people who went for the very first time, they're maybe experiencing it a little bit more.
Yeah.
And there's just this heaviness of what you saw and what you were experiencing, and now you come back and you go back to work, and you're living in your big house, and there is just something so jarring to the human
shout out
soul.
Ed's big house.
Yeah. There's something jarring to the human soul that happens when those worlds collide.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I'm still processing that. I think Sunday was a massive overflow of my soul colliding between Uganda and America, and it just came out, on Sunday.
Yeah.
So anyways, it's almost been 7 days, so I am adjusting.
Yeah, and we're going to get into the trip a lot and all the details, and I got some fun questions for you too, because you shared a lot Sunday, and it was beautiful and powerful, but I've got some fun things.
Yeah, we're going to talk, let's talk the dirt.
Yeah, let's get into it.
What's the tea? What's the tea from the trip?
Exactly. So we're going to get into all of that later on here in the pod, but yeah, I can imagine that coming back to the reality of America would be a little bit of a stretch and a little bit of a struggle, and I could totally see that.
What's like the most third world country you've ever gone to?
So I don't travel much, as you know, and I've signed up for multiple missions trips that got canceled, unfortunately. So I have never actually gone on an international missions trip.
I mean, these are my first two, the last 2 years. Yeah.
Yeah. And I've always wanted to go.
Yeah.
Like, it's something I want to do.
Yeah.
As you well know, that I wanted to go on this trip.
You did want to go.
And I'm not bitter. I have no bitterness in my heart.
I wanted to take you, and it was very hard for me both to leave at the same time.
I know. I'm just teasing you. But hopefully the next one.
Bucko21, who is that in the chat? Do we know?
No, they've commented before.
Bucko21, who are you? Reveal yourself.
Yeah.
We are truly blessed to live in the U.S. People don't know how good you have until you see how other countries live.
Yeah.
That is 100% part of it.
Yeah.
And it's not to say that, like, we have real challenges in America. We have real problems and things that need solved.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to diminish any of that. But when you go and see the depth of somewhere there, you do come back and it's like, man, some of the things that we're struggling with, it's like, we don't even understand how blessed we are to be struggling with the things that we are dealing with.
Yeah, that's good.
You know, so there's it's jarring to the human soul.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
well, glad to have you back.
Yeah.
And things didn't blow up too much while you were gone.
It doesn't seem like they blew up at all.
It was a really fun. Things went fine here.
Great.
Things went totally fine. I think. And
you ran meetings. You preached on Sunday.
Yeah, I canceled a meeting.
You did.
Remember that first one?
Oh yeah. But there was other people out that day. Call. There's a lot of people out.
Yes, ran some meetings, which isn't my favorite, but we did it. And we made it, and yeah, it's good to have you. Good to have you back.
Producer Ian, how was Brandon's meeting running skills?
Staff meeting.
Is it the best?
He always does fine. I never. Meeting.
My God, Ian, are we having a moment?
I guess.
Oh my gosh! After the wheel incident and all the harassment, this is a special bonding moment for us. Thank you, Ian. I'll take it.
No intern Emma today.
I know, the chair's empty.
Wow.
Intern Emma, where are you?
Yeah, no intern Emma.
I don't think
she's not even watching.
Empty. Empty chair.
Just abandoned us today.
I guess that
review.
That blew up while you were gone. She quit. Okay.
We need to tell on her. Today's a big day. I don't know how many people are aware of this.
Yeah.
It is MLB Opening Day.
Woo!
I'm pumped for this.
Now, didn't you just say a minute ago that tomorrow is as well?
Yes.
So are there opening days up?
They're calling this opening night. There's one night
that's
game,
how they get around it.
And then tomorrow's opening day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So
now you're a big baseball guy.
Love baseball.
The Newell household.
Yes.
Big on baseball.
Yes.
Yep. You're wearing your Devil Rays shirt.
We got Tampa Bay Devil Rays.
Which KD was the original
Tampa.
fan, right?
Yeah, from Tampa.
And then
I've adopted them, which is super fun because the Pirates, haven't been great for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So the Rays have actually been fairly successful over the last decade.
Yeah.
So that's great.
Yep.
But we love baseball. So the Rays are actually coming to Pittsburgh, and I think I'm going to all 3 games.
Is that rare? Are they not in
the
same conference?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's pretty rare for them to come here. The Pirates were in Tampa last year, and they're here this year. So that's cool.
That's fun.
So
you to go?
I have a track meet today. I'll be back next week. Don't worry, guys. No, we are upset.
Unacceptable behavior. Bucko still hasn't revealed their identity.
Bucko,
Bucko, we're curious.
You're a hidden
who you
man.
are here.
or lady.
Actually. We don't know. We don't know. So let us know who you are in the chat.
Woohoo! Tomorrow is it for us? Oh yeah. Okay, obviously it's a Bucko fan. So yeah, Pirates play tomorrow.
Oh, it's a Nick.
Oh, maybe it's Josh.
There
Josh
are many
who?
Joshes.
It might be Josh Hall.
Okay.
It could be Josh Hall. I could see that.
Shout out Josh Hall if it's Josh Hall.
Shout out
because there's a J on his little icon.
We will see. We will see if you're correct.
Now, do you guys watch all the games?
Okay, Katie. People I think are always shocked when I say this. There are 162 games in a baseball season.
Yeah.
Katie watches 162 Rays games.
Wow.
That's horrible to think about, to be honest. That's so many games.
She watches every game.
I respect that.
If we have like something going on that she misses a game, she will start it when we get home because we have like MLB TV. So she will start it when we get home and she just finishes it. Like even if she knows what happens, or she'll save it for the next day. Like if she knows she has time, like she'll play it like while she's working. It'll just kind of be on. 162 games. She watches every single one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for her not buying into all the fast-paced culture.
Yeah.
Just people
locked in.
Oh yeah, I'm a fan.
Yeah.
And I just check the score every 2 nights.
She's not.
No, she is a real
She's not that.
fan. I give her
that was
credit.
one of the things I was literally attracted to her about when we were dating. That like we were such big baseball fans.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like,
now you don't watch every game though.
I watch a lot of games, but here's the thing. I don't know if people know this about me. There's fantasy football, right?
Oh yeah.
I do fantasy baseball.
Yes.
And it is far more involved and far more intense.
Yeah.
So I don't watch every game. However, I could probably tell you the starting lineup of every major league team.
Whew.
It would be a little tough, right? It's a little tough at the beginning of the year because there's new players and people have changed teams. But give me a month or two and I could tell you information about players on every single team.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me. That makes sense for you, but that is preposterous. That is wild.
Yeah,
that you know all that.
So it's definitely. I feel like I'm really putting myself out there by saying that, but maybe not every lineup. But the best 3 hitters, the best 4 hitters.
I need
top
someone
3 pitchers, something like that.
I need someone to start coming into church every Sunday and give Ed a new team and see how he does.
Yeah,
be like, hey, who are the Orioles? Starting lineup. You know,
right?
And let's just see. See.
Well, their catcher Samuel Basalo.
Here we go.
Ryan O'Hearn,
Bro, you could
Jackson Holiday. They're starting on the IL.
Names.
He's just making up names right now. These are just random names.
Tyler O'Neill. He's starting on the bench.
First base.
Zach Eflin is their 5th starting pitcher, right? Like I just know all this.
You got
stuff.
the info.
You give me enough time, I'll be able to brainstorm it.
That's kind of you though, in a nutshell. You know a lot about a lot. Like you retain stuff. I think you see something and it just sticks. You know.
So I'm pumped for MLB.
Yeah,
it's literally one of my favorite times of the year.
Yeah,
had my fantasy baseball draft with all my friends.
How'd it go? Are you happy?
Good.
With your team?
Yeah.
How many players do you draft?
Like 22.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's more than like an NFL.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's bigger.
Yeah.
And every day you're setting lineups.
Yeah.
And every day you're making moves.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot.
So.
Big time of the year. We got that happening in the middle of all our Easter season gearing up, and Easter's about to happen. It's a busy time. You got fantasy
Palm
baseball.
Sunday on Sunday.
Palm Sunday, which rumor has it. What do we have?
Are we allowed to announce it?
I don't see why not.
Yeah, I don't see why
You're the lead pastor. If you say it, you
have we announced it at church?
I don't think so.
We've hinted at it.
I don't think we have.
We will have the donkey back.
The donkey's
this Sunday.
back. Come on.
I think it is
the donkey.
Faith. I think it is Faith the donkey. And Faith has a very prominent cross on her back, Pastor Brandon.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna have to check that out.
Which I'm very excited about.
Take a picture of that.
Yes.
Are you talking about that on Good Friday?
I don't know. My my preaching schedule's been a little thrown all over the place lately. So all my messages are kind of up in the air. If you don't know, okay, let's get into it. So Ed's in Uganda, okay? You totally were out one Sunday. So I was preached that one. And he also said, hey, you're preaching the next Sunday. And I had 2 messages. One I was really excited about, really pumped to preach. Really, this concept's been stirring within me for a month and a half. And then I had this other one, and I said, you know what? Week 1, I'm going to do the other one. I'm going to hold the one that I am so pumped about, that the Lord has anointed so deeply.
Why did you save the really good one?
Move of God just waiting to happen. I'm so fired up to preach this. I stay up till 2:30 on Wednesday night prepping this message. I wake up to a text from Ed Thursday morning, 5:30 a.m. Hey, I'm going to preach this Sunday. And I said,
you got booted.
Oh my gosh.
It's like when they play at an award ceremony, they play you off because you're talking too long. That's what happened.
For real.
I was like,
I was like, okay, all right.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna no.
Why did pretty sad? I saw him and
listen.
Brandon's like never sad. Like I don't think I've ever seen Brandon sad. And he walked into the theater last Wednesday and he saw me up on a ladder doing something, and I was like, hey, can you help me with this real quick? And he was like, yeah. And I was like,
sure,
okay?
I'm not preaching this week. What else am I going to do?
Yeah, he was like, Ed told me I'm not preaching anymore. And I stayed up for like 14 hours to prep this sermon.
I was very sleep deprived and very tired.
Oh my God.
And that pretty much is a real story that happened.
Were you able to hold the ladder despite the tears coming down your face?
It was blurry, but I pulled it off.
Wow.
So
I'm still here, so
yeah,
he did okay.
Yeah, that's right. So I'm not sure what I'm preaching Good Friday. It could be that message. It could be something with the donkey.
Now I feel like we need to hear the most anointed message of all time.
You know, it was for that Sunday. The anointing,
that Sunday only.
The anointing, it doesn't translate.
Fit it in.
Yeah. So
shout out to Gabrielle in the chat. MJ says, "What donkey? Faith.
Faith the donkey.
Faith the donkey.
MJ,
come on, MJ." Faith the donkey is going to be here on Sunday.
Get it together, okay? I'm just teasing. If you haven't been around, every year we have this donkey show up, and it's a staple.
At least the last 2 years. I feel like we had a year where we took off, but now
I guess it's not that long of a tradition.
It's kind of become a staple.
Yes.
It really has.
Yeah.
And a year's a long time. So you go a year, you kind of forget that it's been there, and then every time it shows up, people are so pumped for the
year's
donkey.
A long time. Yeah.
A year's a long time.
Yep.
365 days.
Yeah.
That's what it is. So here,
man.
okay, everyone. I know everyone is so sad for Brandon. I gave him another preaching date.
Yeah.
It's coming up.
Yeah.
It's like in May or something.
I might call off. We'll see.
You also filled in for me at a big pastor event. You got to go. Did you wear a jacket?
I think everybody.
Did you wear a blazer?
I did. I wore like these nice pants, and I wore. I did. Wait, what's the matter with that, Ian?
That was just funny. I don't know.
It's funny, I guessed it.
He dressed up to walk in there.
I did. It was a senior or lead pastor roundtable event.
Yes.
And you're the lead pastor. I'm not. So one, I think that a lot of Pittsburgh pastors were confused, for one. Two, I had to dress the part. You know what I mean? I'm not going to underdress when I'm going to a lead pastor event. Yeah. And it was so fun.
That's true.
It was really great. Shout out LCBC and the Advantage.
So,
it was awesome.
LCBC is the largest church in the state, and their senior pastor handed things off a few years ago. And so the former lead pastor now runs an organization to connect pastors all over the state, and they're just a great organization. Yeah. So big fans of LCBC, big fans of the organization called The Advantage and David Ashcraft. Really grateful for them and their influence on the state of Pennsylvania.
Yeah, for real.
They've told me these statistics before, and I guess they shared them last week as well.
Yeah.
You mentioned it last night at Team.
Yeah.
But what was it? It was like...
So, the one they didn't share, I just looked it up, but it's like how many generally are unsaved. Like, how many people know Christ, how many people don't. But out of people who label themselves Christians, right, who would say, if you ask them, I'm a believer in Jesus, 80% of them are not actively involved in walking in their faith, aka they're not plugged into a local church, they're not in their word, they're not growing in discipleship. Mm-hmm. And that statistic is wild because we want to reach the lost, but for people who call themselves Christians, man, 80% not being plugged in and connected is such a sad number.
Yeah.
And so part of their big initiative is, how can we reach the lost, but also how can we, pull in these people who are, needing that connection point.
So what was the event? Just connecting all the Pittsburgh region pastors?
Yeah. Pastor David, who you mentioned, who was the lead pastor at LCBC, he spoke for 2 of the sessions. So it was a lot of just encouragement, investment, practical stuff. And it was beyond that, it was time to connect and be
That's
together.
great.
It was a lot of fun.
I'm sad I missed it.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you got to go.
I am too. I had a good time.
We had team night last night.
Come on.
Okay.
We always have. Were you going to say this? God.
I was going to say team night was awesome.
Yeah.
And I feel like in this last season, every time we do a team night, I leave so encouraged.
Yeah.
There was so much faith in the room, a lot of energy in the room. You preached an incredible word that was actually very practical. So you're never allowed to say you're not a practical communicator anymore. That is forbidden. It's banished.
It was both.
But you crushed some practical things in this sermon.
Well, thanks. It's a first.
It was really fantastic. MJ said I started coming to Amplify right before Easter last year, so it's almost been a year of me going to Amplify. Nice.
Come on. Happy almost 1 year.
Yay. Did you see my note on the whiteboard? MJ was here. Number 1.
Hashtag loyal. That's great.
What a
Thank
joke
you for that note. That
was
How'd she get in here?
I don't know.
This is always under lock and key.
She came to the production team breakout. And I was giving a tour, and a bunch of people wanted to see the podcast room.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Okay, that makes sense.
That is what a joke.
That is.
And the fact that she knew it was still there. Wow.
Yeah.
Kudos to MJ. It was great.
So MJ was at team night last night.
Yeah.
So team night, let's talk, because what did I just ask you before?
You thought I hated your sermon.
I thought he hated it because at the end I said, this shows you read into things,
Yeah.
I said, okay, everybody stand, we're going to worship. And Ed just still stayed sitting.
I stayed sitting.
And I was up there and I was like, oh man, he's never stayed sitting after I preached.
You took this as a protest, that I was protesting.
I took this as a public protest from Ed Knoll that you disliked it so much that you just decided, I'm going to sit.
That's so funny.
And for you.
No, my back hurt.
That's all that it was. But we had this dialogue. Yeah.
Sometimes I don't like when a pastor tells me to do something, and so I purposely don't do it. Like when the worship leader says, lift your hands, I'm like, no.
And I just told him before we started, I couldn't be more different. I'll do whatever they tell me. If I were in the balcony Sunday and he said, all right, jump, we're going to jump for joy. Okay, you told me. Like I'll do whatever. And you got the little. I have
a friend who comes here, and she's so like this. Like she will not, when we tell the church to do something, she does not do it at all. Turn to your neighbor, not doing it.
I don't get it.
Not doing it.
Help me understand the psychology of that.
I don't know. It's just there's probably something wrong about it. I don't know.
Okay.
But just that no one's going to tell me what to do. I don't know.
Oh yeah, sounds
I don't know.
Not too healthy.
I'm not really sure.
But that's fair enough. But other than that, team night was fun.
You know who I'm talking about. She's the wife of one of our board members. You're very good friends with her son.
Oh,
she will not when you say to do something. I don't even think she likes to take communion on weeks we take communion. She will take communion herself.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, I take it back. There's nothing wrong.
Nothing wrong with that.
That's all fine. I like this family.
Oh, I said walk that street last night.
Oh yeah,
you got the joke.
Definitely misquoted it though. That was not the
What is it?
It's you better walk down.
You better walk down that street.
Yeah, you just said walk that street. I was like, that wasn't it. Ed, good try.
Yeah, I'm in the middle.
Did you get the reference though?
No, I actually didn't. I just thought that you were being funny. I didn't piece it together actually until right now that you're tying it into our draft. That makes it a lot funnier.
That's so much better now.
I'm up there preaching, and what was it? What'd you say?
I said walk that street.
Walk that street. I said, huh? And then I said, what did you say? That's funny. You were doing a callback.
The callback.
Callback.
To the
that
favorite
makes sense.
Favorite talkbacks.
I love it.
I watched the podcast.
That's a good time.
Oh my
Team
gosh.
night was fun. It was a good
better
time.
Walk down. Leah's laughing. MJ, when you say turn to your neighbor, but your neighbor both turn the other way.
We've both been there.
And it's the worst.
And you're like, well, it's just me.
You have to wait.
Oh man.
That's funny, MJ. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. All right, it's time for the Sunday Rewind. Sunday was an emotional day.
Yeah.
Mainly for me.
Well, but man, when you share stories like that, I think for everybody in the room.
Yeah.
But
yeah. So if you weren't here, we, I kicked Brandon out of preaching, and because we had that event after church on Sunday.
Which, for the record, I'm being dramatic about that whole thing and like making a joke, but it's totally your prerogative. I've told you that, like, it's your prerogative to, if the Lord's putting something on your heart, He put compassion. How can you not? You know what I mean? So I'm teasing a little bit, and Ian, we're bantering, but go on.
I also, to be fair, I also know that you are very, very genuine like that. But I would feel sad too. There's nothing wrong with feeling sad, and there's nothing wrong with prepping a sermon. It didn't make me. I wasn't filled with joy to tell you that hey, I'm going to preach this Sunday because I know what that's like. You know.
Yeah.
So, but you'll have more.
But it was a powerful Sunday. It was a really, really great Sunday. And what do you have from Sunday that you want to hit?
Well, I think we can also confirm, even though he didn't directly say, Bucket 21 is definitely Josh Hall.
Oh,
now that
amen.
He said Heather and I.
Oh, yeah, he texted me on the side. Yeah.
Okay.
He doesn't want to admit in a public chat.
Yeah, did we just dox him?
Yeah, I think we did. What's your address, Josh?
Let me pull it up and rock.
What's your ATM PIN code?
That's really cool.
MJ, I sent this sermon to my cultures teacher because we finished the African Union and really was intrigued to hear you guys were in Uganda.
That's really cool.
That is cool.
I love that.
Yeah. So I'm coming back from the trip. It's a 39-hour trip home.
Holy.
All right.
Yeah.
Because from the moment we left the safari, which we're going to get into, the moment we left the safari, it was an 8-hour drive just to the airport.
Wow.
And then there was 2 8+ hour flights and then another short flight, home. So there was a lot of time to just like sit. And again, you just experience such radical poverty and, your soul gets hit with all this. And I'm sitting there and it's like, what am I going to do right now? Am I going to sit and watch movies on the plane ride, or should I try to put my thoughts down on paper?
Mm-hmm.
And before the last leg of the flight, that's when I texted you and said, hey, I think I'm going to preach.
Mm-hmm.
But I had an 8-hour flight. And to be honest with you, it was going to be a make or break flight. If I sat down and started to write a sermon and it came out, I was going to do it.
Yeah.
And if I couldn't get it out, I wasn't going to do it.
Yeah.
And so I sat there and it just kind of came out of me. And I wanted to come back and somehow convey that there is a depth of need in this world well beyond what you see.
Mm-hmm.
And if you believe in Jesus, there is a calling on your life to lay your life down. That's been our theme of our whole series. But the other thing, and I definitely hit this on Sunday, but I don't know if I hit it as strongly as I actually wanted to. And it's my belief that there is a mandate on American Christians to care for third world countries.
Mm-hmm.
And it is because of the value of the American dollar. I brought home a bill from Uganda. It's 1,000 Ugandan shillings.
Okay.
And I gave it to Harrison. Harrison's like 1,000. It says 1,000. It's like 1,000. This 1,000 shillings is worth 27 cents.
Wow.
In American.
Wow.
And the American dollar just goes so far there. And so I didn't hit this on Sunday, but I've had people say to me, well, why would we help the third world when there's people in right here in America that need help? And my answer to that is always, let's do both.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And in Kingdom Builders, we do have many local partners, many global partners. We actually have way more local partners than we do. But there's something so radical about the idea when you sponsor a Compassion Kit, it's $43 a month.
Yeah.
How far can $43 go in America?
Not very far.
Not very far.
Yeah.
Light of Life had put out those statistics. I think we shared in the fall. I can't remember. And it was, it's not terribly inexpensive. They somehow can like do one meal for someone for like $8 or something. I forget what it is. Right. So like organizations who are on a very large scale can obviously maximize their resource, but it doesn't go very far here, where $43 a month can like transform a single life for the entirety of the rest of their lives. Like it's unbelievable what the American dollar can do. And so I'm not, I hope that people aren't reading this as like a political statement or anything, but I truly believe there's a call in the American church to bless those in the third world.
Yeah.
And so I was really trying to get that across. And I think people understood that.
Yeah.
I also feel like, because I used one of my kids as the primary story to teach it. And one thing, I got a lot of people who actually came up to me and said they wanted to give towards Promise's family, who's my little girl. And the truth is, there are, thousands of kids exactly in her scenario. So I wasn't necessarily saying like, hey, we should all help specifically Promise. Compassion doesn't even really let you do that per se. They put caps on the level of gifts you can do any given year.
Yeah.
Because the same way, if you went to a teenager right now and you gave them $1 million, are they going to be responsible to receive that large amount of money?
Yeah.
Probably not. So there's something to the way that they disperse the gifts over time, even if you give a significant amount. And so what I really wanted people to understand is you should sponsor a kid. It's $43 a month. And I gave the example of the gentleman we met in Uganda who was sponsored by a high schooler. And it's like, you can, Emily Soreo, who was part of our team, and she talked to Uganda Revisited. She first started sponsoring her oldest little girl when she was in high school. And it's like, this is something that your teenage kid can go and get a job, and you can actually challenge them to do this. And this can be a way for them to learn generosity principles. Yeah. And it's so tangible and real. Yeah. So I hope it came across that people are called to lay down their lives, and hopefully it really elevated compassion. I shared this after church at the Uganda Revisited when I wasn't saved and I would see commercials on TV like, you should sponsor this kid in Africa, right? I always thought that stuff was such a scam. And I don't remember the organizations I used to see on TV. It'd be like, while watching Price is Right at home during the summer. But
shout out Drew Carey.
Yeah, exactly. Or Bob Barker is when I
don't know who that is. I'm the next gen here, Ed.
Oh my, Brandon.
Oh my gosh. You don't know who Bob Barker is?
No.
Wow. Okay.
But go on. I'm sorry. That was not your point. Your point.
No, but
you thought it was a scam.
Very interesting. I'm sure there are people that wonder, is compassion legit?
Yeah.
Like when I give money, is it actually legit? Is it actually making a difference? And you can go on these trips and directly see how that it is. Are you looking at Bob Barker right now?
I've never seen this man in my life. But no, I've never seen this man.
What about, have you seen Happy Gilmore? The movie?
No.
Okay. He was in that too.
Okay.
Thought maybe you would know the reference.
Okay. This isn't about
anyways,
my lack of
he was the host of The Price is Right before Drew Carey.
Okay.
I just want you to
That's
know
good.
that.
That's good.
I can't believe you don't know who Bob Barker is. That's crazy. People need to, I don't even know about that. Leanne just sponsored another child who's been waiting over 700 days.
Come on. That's awesome. Yeah, coming out of Sunday too, one of the really cool things that I thought, regardless of, man, if we felt like everything else about Sunday, even if everything else about Sunday you were like, oh, this was terrible or whatever, how many more kids got sponsored coming out of that message? Because there were how many from our Amplify locations waiting for sponsorship?
59, I believe.
59.
And I think we're almost at like 13 or 14 at this point.
Yeah. Who have got sponsored since then. And so, man, if it was just for that and the Lord moving in that way, praise
amen.
God. Like that is so cool.
Yeah, in the chat, someone said, what is the link to that? So it's compassion.com/Amplify Church. And so if you go to that link, every kid on that page is part of our one center at it's called Boone Uhe Child Development Center. Yeah. So I had someone text me last night, how do I make sure that this is a kid at the center? If you go to compassion.com/Amplify Church, every kid on those pages is part of one of our centers. So so you can be confident. And Compassion actually does encourage people to try, like, to consider sponsoring a kid that's been waiting a long time. Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
But there's no right or wrong way on how to pick a kid.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
My first kid that I have, who I got to see on this trip, his name's Eddie, and I picked him because of his name.
Yeah.
My little girl Promise is very close to Piper's age, and I wanted a girl, and did that. And then Samuel is very close to Harrison's age, and that was kind of like my rationale for all three. So, just pick one and consider sponsoring.
Yeah, the little kid that I sponsor, Richard. We have other ones too, but he was the first one that I sponsored, and I picked him because
Kendall met him last year too, right?
She met him, yeah. On Compassion site when I was scrolling. This is probably a decade ago, I don't know, but I was scrolling and everybody was like waiting 35 days, waiting whatever, and he was like waiting 400 days or something crazy, 200, I can't remember. It was so astronomically more.
Yeah.
In his picture, he just looked so angry and ticked off, and I was like, oh, that's the one
I want.
And Kendall's got these. When we got married, she had 2, and then we picked up another one as well. But hers, all of them, they write these beautiful letters to her. They do these real fancy drawings, and they're so well done and all this. And Richard, my guy, I get a letter from him, and it's a little circle, and he says, "This is a rock." And I'm like, I love Richard so much. Like, this is totally my sponsor kid. Kendall's getting poetry, and I'm getting "This is a rock." And I'm like, yes, I love it. So I'm very pumped at the prospect of going over and meeting all of them, because Kendall got to last year.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited to go meet them.
Ashley Eckberg in the chat. Oh, Brandon. It's about Bob Barker.
People, okay, because sometimes people think on a Sunday I'm just like making a bit about myself, like, oh, I don't know stuff, and oh, haha, he's just being fun. I really, if this podcast is doing one thing, it's showing you, no, it's everything I tell you is very true. Like,
you carry a stereotypical homeschooler.
Oh, don't say that. Do not say that.
Well, you just
mute him right now, Ian. I know I don't have the authority to say that, but no.
I'm not trying to offend you.
Say that.
It's that you don't know things.
Ed, I can talk to people. What do you mean?
I'm not saying this
He goes, I can talk.
I'm pro homeschool.
I'm not coming at my fellow homeschoolers, but the stereotype around them is, oh, you walk around with a Jedi sword, whatever those things are called, and you don't know how to talk. That's the stereotype that you're placing on me. Ed's broke right now.
We've lost Ed.
We've lost him.
He's gone.
Oh,
man.
Yeah, I was homeschooled the whole way through.
The extent that you just don't know maybe a common cultural reference.
Yeah, I do.
That's all I meant. That's all I meant.
Okay.
Will.
Sorry about that. Kind of got me fired up.
You did set homeschoolers back last week with the Versailles comment.
No, that's that is true.
Here's the thing. Can I comment on that?
Sure.
It very much is Versailles. That is how it should be pronounced. But when I'm talking to Pittsburghers, I say Versailles.
Exactly.
I do. But here's the thing. Sometimes I saw a reel about this on John Christ's podcast.
Yeah.
Where it was about, like, if you know something that's smart, you don't say smart things to dumb people, because then you just get in stupid arguments with them, and you're like, I don't have time.
And that was
for
last
this.
week.
That was last week. Last week.
I was the stupid person.
No, that's how I feel. Like, I'm not gonna tell someone from Pittsburgh I'm going to North Versailles, because then now I have to talk about it with you, and I don't want to talk about it with you.
Okay, that's fair.
So that's what.
This podcast is rough for me to be a part of. It's tough.
It's revealing.
It's revealing. It's exposing.
Hostile work environment.
I like when I can control the narrative around myself.
Well, that was one of the purposes of this, is that people would just get to hang out with us.
They can see it's not a bit.
This is not a bit. This is actually who we are.
Yep.
I will say, you told me before the pod that, what did you say? I get ornery before the podcast.
Let me tell you guys, he lights up when the camera goes on. When we sit here before, call it the pregame butterflies, I don't know what you want to call it, but he sits here typing on his laptop. I'm like, Ed, how's your day? It was fine. Ed, you glad to be back? Yep. And then 5, 4, hey guys.
There's sometimes you want to banter right before the pod. I
always want to. Yeah.
For the pod.
I think I'm a little bit much sometimes for you.
Wait, Josh Hall says Braddock is the same. What? I don't actually know that. Do you know intern Ian?
What's the deal with Brad?
You guys don't know this?
I don't know this.
You don't know what he's talking.
What are we talking about?
Oh my gosh, guys.
Brandon.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, are you gaslighting us or are you being for real?
Guys, Ed, you know this.
Come on, Brandon.
I'm sure you know.
Yeah,
this.
sure. Tell us, Brandon.
Braddock's the same thing. It's supposed to be Brad Doc.
Oh. Okay.
Oh my gosh. I have no idea. I have no idea what you're talking about, Josh.
I'm gonna just start gaslighting Brandon that plum is pronounced a different way. Plume. Plume.
Oh, we're all over the place today. Oh man,
Doc. Brad Doc.
Am I right? Yeah,
because it's supposed to be Brad Doc, but we say Brad Dick.
Oh my gosh,
Brad Doc.
So I was
That's
right.
So gross.
Brad Doc.
No,
I knew this.
Weird. But here's the thing.
Wait, no, celebrate me. Celebrate me that I knew this.
Is Brad Doc an actual city in Europe or something?
I have never heard that because there's definitely a famous general called General Braddock. And
I have heard of General
I've
Braddock.
never heard Braddock.
His defeat at the Battle of Monongahela.
So I could see it being dumb.
he was here, right? He wanted to capture Fort Duquesne.
If you guys keep at it, you'll know as much as me.
So I thought, well, maybe that's who he's talking about. If you're from there, everyone calls it
that's what
Doc.
it is. Yeah.
So okay, that's a little different because in Uganda, our one center on the map, it's Busia.
Yeah.
Do you know how would you say
Busia?
Busia?
Yeah.
That's what we've been calling it.
Yeah.
The locals say it's Busia.
Okay.
So we've been trying to correct ourselves.
Yeah.
But the Versailles thing is different because that's an actual city.
A historical location.
The city of Versailles.
A lot of significance. Yes.
Yeah.
World War II.
If it's just like a local
Katie
pronunciation, that's different.
has educated me in the past week very greatly.
She's been very upset.
Katie, I appreciate it. The many texts, very helpful.
We're running out of time.
Oh my gosh, we are.
We still have
wait.
to do.
Okay, but I got to get back to Uganda for a little bit.
Yeah, ask
because
me the tea.
I want to know.
I
want to know this. Tell me about the bathrooms.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
What was the worst bathroom experience in Uganda?
The bathrooms are definitely worse for the women. Okay, because they have to sit every time.
Yep.
Right. So all of our hotels had actual functioning toilets, which was great this year. Okay. That's I think that's usually the case, but I've only been on the last 2 trips that it has been the case. But at the centers, one of our centers has a sitting toilet that you sit on.
Yeah.
The other does not.
Yeah.
It's what we call a squatty potty. It's a hole in the ground. There are stalls, but it's a hole in the ground.
Wow.
And so you go in.
How deep are the holes?
I'm assuming pretty deep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So okay.
You know what's super fascinating though? We did one of the home visits and they had like a main home that had a living room. They had a separate building that was their kitchen, a separate building that had bedrooms for the kids.
Yeah.
They were pretty affluent, honestly, for rural Uganda. And this is all in their homestead. Then they had a little shower that was like cut into these branches. And the branches were, oh my gosh, I'm forgetting the word, but they naturally ward off snakes. This type of branch, snakes do not like.
Wow.
And so they intentionally put their shower there.
Yeah.
Because they know no snakes are going to be in there.
I want one of those.
That's so
trees.
smart. And then there was the other area that had these other trees that are a natural deodorizer. And so they put their bathroom over there, and it's a hole in the ground. And literally, we're standing right next to it, and you would think this wouldn't smell that good. You could not smell a thing because it was around all these trees that were natural deodorizers.
Wow,
so fascinating.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah,
man. Okay,
that was cool.
So no crazy stories.
I mean, no crazy stories around that. But the ladies will tell you it's not fun.
Okay,
it's not fun. And our more seasoned trip goers will say, the women tend to wear long skirts because it's easier.
Yeah. Let's talk about the team. Any tea?
Any tea on the team? Let's see. So we had a brother and sister-in-law on the trip, which was very fun because they were picking on each other the whole time.
Yeah.
We had a nice little group of guys, that I don't know, we could just kind of kick it in the back of the van together. So that was fun, but nothing crazy. I don't know that No, the team was honestly really great.
Yeah. It seemed like everybody
I don't know
was
that I have a bad thing to say about anybody. They were a good group.
I even though I asked that, I would hope you wouldn't right here.
Well, let me tell you,
I'm more
this guy Rob.
Yeah,
he was a trip.
You and Rob,
we roomed together.
You were roommates.
Yes.
Any funny stories about those?
I shared this in staff meeting on Monday, but there was one night that he fell asleep like. He looked like a vampire.
Can you reenact it?
He literally was laying flat, like arms crossed, like straight. And it's like, I'm a side sleeper. I'm going to roll over.
Yeah.
He was just like laying flat.
Does he snore?
He didn't snore. But he also claimed I didn't snore. My wife says I don't snore.
You're
the only person that says I snore, and I think you're trying to gaslight me.
No. Katie's probably used to your sound machine. No. Do you use your sound machine at home?
I do use my.
You guys all know Ed has the sound machine that sounds like one of those sirens that you hear. It's so loud.
It's an ocean sound. It's ocean sounds.
No, I'm saying it's so loud. It should be, yes, it's the ocean, but it should be used to alert people of an impending crisis.
Oh my God.
It is so loud, this sound machine.
Last time Brandon said he liked it.
That Katie probably just says, oh, he's not snoring.
There was one night.
Thinks it's the waves.
There was one night Rob woke up and said, I thought it was raining outside. Then I realized it was just your sound machine.
You love that thing. Oh man, were you kind of scared when you saw Rob like a vampire?
No, I took a picture of him and sent it to his wife. So this is freaking me out a little bit, but it's fine. He was a good roommate. He was a good roommate. We took care of each other, and I forgot a plug for a European outlet to convert, and he let me borrow one.
He probably had.
So
he probably had a plethora of them.
Yeah, he was good. He had two.
How
Alan said, and they were roommates. I don't know what she means, but yeah, me and Rob were roommates the whole trip.
You and I as roommates is hilarious. You and Rob make sense.
What's the reference?
I think it's just a video on the internet.
Oh,
like it's a clip. It's from a movie, or I'm blanking on the reference, but it's a clip.
Got it.
I literally thought, I could clip that, and that would be a really funny thing to do for the podcast this week, and someone already thought of it.
How scared were you 1 to 10 on the safari when you got stranded?
Okay. So
it sounds like you were treated better than Rob's group.
I definitely think that's true. He got lost in a more remote area, and for whatever reason, help was not able to get to them. Yeah. Which is why their guide literally just walked away from them and then got someone else with a gun, walked back, and then they all walked together out of it. So that's definitely more wild than our situation. We got stuck on this main, pretty main road, and a lot of cars passed us, like other Jeeps, other safaris. And so a few of them stopped, and then so many passed us and saw, okay, there's enough people helping. We don't even need, necessarily to stop. So, I actually felt like, okay, but still you're there and you're keeping an eye out.
Oh yeah.
You don't know what kind of animal is potentially looking at you from any direction.
Yeah.
But we went on a night safari. Do you know this?
Mm-hmm.
So we went on the night safari, and only a few of us went, and we're out for like 4 hours, and it's crazy because they're just shining lights, and you're looking for eyes like lighting up.
Yeah.
And so at one point they stop, they turn off the lights, they turn off the engine. It's pitch black, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the stars of the sky lit up.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked like more stars I've ever seen in the sky ever. And you're just listening. He called it the whispers of the wild, and you're just listening for sounds of animals. And we heard like lions growling.
Oh, that's freaky.
And you're just sitting there, and it like makes your heart race. And so then after we listened to that, he turned the car back on, and we went towards the growling.
Oh,
and that's when we found the lion.
I can only imagine Brandon in this scenario just a couple episodes ago with the squirrels. Can you imagine we upgrade to lions?
Yeah. Dude, I would not enjoy that.
It was wild. It was wild. And we were on that, and Josh Cooper, shout out Josh Cooper, he needed to, use the restroom.
Yeah.
And so we literally pull the car over on the side and stop, and he gets out, and I'm thinking like, Rob shined his light on him so that he could have a little bit of light. But it's like, you don't know what animal is staring at you like 10 feet away. And this is pitch black in the African bush.
Yep.
He's, using the restroom.
Oh, no, thank you.
The elephant walking to the lodge was super crazy.
Yeah, what was the coolest animal?
I mean, the lion was great. I wish I could show this for the.
Oh, there it is. You can kind of see it.
Yeah. But we're just watching.
Is that a lion?
That's the flashlight shining. It's not a glare on the screen.
I can't really tell. I can't see.
Yeah, he gets a little closer.
Okay.
But this is
closer than that.
Yeah, dude.
What is the plan if this thing jumps?
I don't know.
Like, what is?
I have no idea.
What's the emergency?
But we're like
protocol.
You can't really tell. He's really shining the light on him, so it's hard to see him here. But that was just so we could, see him. I also wonder if it's like a defense thing, like
probably
shining the light directly at the lion so he doesn't come and jump on you or something. But he was close, dude. Probably at his closest point, I don't know, 10 feet away.
No.
Yeah.
What?
Very close. And Rob was in the back corner. Like, I just remember like Rob thinking like, stop that.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
We saw, here's another clip of when we saw, there we go. When we saw the hyenas at night, and there was 2 of them, and they're not looking for live things. Hyenas look for dead things. So we were trying to, look for them and or watch like what are they actually going for. But he was very close to, honestly, 15 feet away, like very, very close.
Yeah, I'm good with just seeing the videos. You know what I mean?
It was wild stuff.
You keep going on these safaris, just send me videos, and I'm good. That's pretty intense.
The water buffalo were cool.
That is neat.
Yeah.
What was your absolute pinnacle moment of the trip?
Pinnacle moment. It's gonna have to be visiting Promise's home.
Okay.
The home visits are so special when you get to see like the way these kids live.
Yeah.
And I also got to go to my boy Eddie's home, but his dad worked his whole life. His dad's still in the home. If your dad's in the home, it makes such a difference.
Yeah.
Because he can go get a decent job, and then they can have resource. So they actually have a home. They have cows, they have pigs, they have chickens, goats, so they have like some side hustles. They had a small TV in their house, so like and he had a well, right? So that was interesting. But to see this room that Promise lived in, that was a moment that I'll never, forget.
Yeah. What was the funniest moment?
Interesting. Funniest moment. 2 of our members ordered a whole fish one night for dinner, and it's like a whole fish, like a whole fillet fish.
Yeah.
And it looked terrifying. Like its face looked terrifying. And a few of our team members were not jiving with the fact that there was a fish right there. But so we kept like passing it around and taking pictures of it and putting it in the chat. That ended up being a nice little joke.
That's wow. Yeah. Great trip.
Yeah.
Come on. We're glad
nice.
that you're back. And
having chickens was banned where I live. Yeah. I don't know that you're allowed to have chickens in Plumboro either.
Huh. Maybe
there's I think there's maybe in Braddock.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. All right. It's time for Ballpark Food Draft.
Let's go.
How does he have time to do this? We told him like 2 hours ago.
All I know, production team hasn't taken a hit since the podcast started, so it's fine.
I know.
It's all good.
I know.
It's just so funny.
I know.
Man, okay.
All right, so we're drafting Ballpark Foods.
Ian, are you in on this or no?
He's allergic to every ballpark.
Sure, I guess I'll. Yeah, sure.
So funny. Ed said you're allergic to every food.
That's like kind of not an exaggeration.
Okay. How many are we doing? We didn't even say.
Let's do 3.
3 each? Okay.
We only got 5 minutes left.
Snake draft.
We got to figure out who's going first.
Okay.
So I do the thing.
Yeah, do the thing.
Yeah, do the
randomizer.
Now that you're back, I don't have to come up with the order. It's great.
Did you call me miser?
No, randomizer.
Oh, I thought you.
The Brandon miser.
That's what I heard.
It's Ed, Ian, Brandon.
Oh, classic.
That's always
you always get Ian.
Actually,
Ian's always
there were 3.
Ed's randomizer is rigged.
Ian is always in that awful.
Do you want to do it again? I'm happy to do it again.
No.
Do it again?
Okay, let's see.
Brandon, Ed, Ian.
We can go with your initial. That's fine.
I don't even remember what it was. It was Ian. It was Ed, Ian,
okay.
Brandon.
All right. Well,
all right,
I will. Oh,
are we doing this one?
I'll go.
All right.
Then you go, and then
you're
okay.
Right.
You're in the middle this time.
Yeah, I'm in the middle.
Okay.
Wait, so I'm third.
You're third, but you have the snake.
It's too obvious. You got to go hot dog.
Dang it, dude.
It's a classic. Yeah.
What toppings you putting on a hot dog?
Oh, see, I might splurge a little at a ball game.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Like,
so whatever they have, I pretty much will put on.
Wow.
I'll load it up.
Okay.
At home, I'm like, I just need ketchup, maybe a little mustard. But if they got all the, what's that green stuff? I'm blanking.
Relish.
Yeah.
Relish.
If they got that, I'll throw that on.
Okay.
A ball game, different. Yeah, load it up.
I'm ketchup and onion. That's my hot dog.
Onion's good. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll throw some onion on.
Yeah.
But hot dog, for sure.
Ian, are you a hot dog guy?
Yeah, but in like specific scenarios. Ballpark is definitely one of the scenarios.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I got so many that I want. Oh.
I'm on the other side. I don't have many that I do want. I don't.
Oh man.
I don't know.
All right. I think I'm gonna go with one that I think could get taken.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go nachos.
Yeah, that's such a good
I was
take.
gonna go nachos.
Yeah.
bang.
Oh,
That's
yes.
that's
I'm
an
glad I
absolute.
took it. I'm glad I
That's
took
in my
it.
2 slot for
Okay,
sure.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I did genuinely get one, and you got 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta get some cheese. Gotta
Yep.
get some salsa. Little jalapenos.
Oh, the jalapenos.
Yes.
You drizzle on top.
Yeah,
The cheese.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm
good.
you know, there's also, you can get a variety of different kinds of nachos, right? Everyone has it. So maybe they have a barbecue nacho, a little barbecue chicken on top. Any type of nacho is going to be great at a ball game.
Yep. Awesome pick. Ian.
Okay, so I get 2. I'm never in this spot. This is weird. Okay, my first pick is gonna be corn dog.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I feel like
Killing
solid.
this draft.
I feel like that's like quintessential. I think of baseball food, corn dog.
All right.
Yeah. I love it.
Nachos was gonna be my 2, so my actual 2 will be popcorn.
Oh, another good take.
I'm not a big popcorn guy.
Okay, I was gonna say
I'm not either, but I know
good.
that like a ton of people do popcorn at baseball games.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay. All right.
Are we
I like
we only doing classic foods, or could we draft something like that's at PNC Park?
that. Yeah, have at
I
it.
think do PNC Park. Yeah.
Yeah, have at it.
Because that opens up a world. There's so many things.
I don't.
Well, we're only doing 3, so
We're only doing 3, but I will
world is small.
go. Oh my gosh. If we're doing stuff that you would find at PNC Park, best baseball park in America. By the way,
I know what you're gonna say.
I don't think you do.
I do.
But there's 3 things that should be on the in play if we're doing PNC Park. Do you want to change any of yours, Ian, knowing that we're doing this? I'll give you one chance.
because I think I only would pick one that's PNC Park specific.
There's one thing that I get
I
almost every single time that I go to PNC Park.
Okay.
It's Chicky and Pete's seasoned French fries.
I have no clue what.
They're
Never
phenomenal.
had that. Probably can't eat it.
They are phenomenal. You probably can't. They are actually, I think, out of Philadelphia, but they've moved into the Pittsburgh territory. They are at PNC Park. Pastor Lee Kreitcher, shout out to our founding pastor Lee Kreitcher, turned me on to them.
Okay.
And I get them every time. They are so good. They're like a crinkle cut fry, little seasoning, like Old Bay, and they come with a little side dish of cheese sauce.
Okay.
They also make a really good cheesesteak at Chicky and Pete's.
Huh. I've never even
phenomenal.
heard of that place.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm drafting it because like that's literally what I get every time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. I hope you don't take mine.
You're up. You got 2
You're
right
up.
now.
Yeah. This is your last 2.
Okay. Well,
These are your
I'm
last
safe.
2.
I'm safe. I'm going to just lock in what I think is a classic that is also really good, a soft pretzel. Not PNC Park exclusive, but
Pretzels are great all the time.
so great. And, I kind of have hit the, generic side so far. But if I'm going for a little dessert action with my third pick, I would go with the ice cream in the hat.
Oh, dude, I didn't think you were gonna take it.
That's a PNC thing, right?
It's everywhere
might
thing.
win.
Oh, okay.
Brandon might win his first draft today.
Yeah, you
might.
get that happening. It's a good time.
I'm a little sad that you got that, Tibby. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Other things I'm considering right here.
Yep.
You got permanis.
Yep.
That you can do at PNC Park. You got what are the wings? Oh my gosh, how do none of us know this?
I've only been to like 2 PNC
Quaker
Park
steak
games.
Quaker steak wings.
Yeah.
Those are a
That's
classic.
good.
But I don't like getting messy. So if I'm gonna pick a dessert, you already took ice cream out of a commemorative ball cap.
Yep.
I'm gonna take a classic. Give me a box of Cracker Jacks.
Okay. All right. Solid.
I think that was a smart pick. Low key, I almost said Cracker Jack, even though I never and will not ever have a box of Cracker Jacks.
Yeah.
My third pick is going to be Permane Bros.
Yeah.
So
all right.
Good pick. I honestly,
Ballpark Foods.
I've got to say, this might be the first time I feel like we all kind of hit a home run, if you will.
Oh,
we all.
No, I feel like Ed is gonna win this one. I think I can definitively say I am not winning this one.
I don't think you're
Ian,
winning.
I think you played good. I'm happy with mine. I think you.
So what do you got? You got hot dog, ice cream, and a soft pretzel. And a soft pretzel.
Yeah.
That's a good lineup.
Yeah, if I'm going to a ball game,
might win.
Yeah.
If I'm going to a ball game, I'd have any of our picks.
I don't have a protein. Unless the nachos have chicken on it, I don't have a protein in mine. I got fries and nachos and Cracker Jacks.
But that's like the acceptable thing to do at a ball game.
Correct.
Is just eat garbage.
Yes, that's true.
So look at that. True. Come on.
Are you going to any games this year? You think you'll go to a game?
We're more hockey people, but probably. We'll probably go to a game or two. Yeah.
Got it. MJ said, I might be the loyal Podcast fan, but my great-grandma's turning 105 soon, and she's the biggest loyal Pirates fan, I swear.
Hey, shout out MJ's grandma.
Josh said crab fries. Yes. I mean, I believe those are another name for Chicky and Pete's fries. I think they're gluten-free. Not sure about other allergens. Nachos is better than popcorn, better than chicken. Okay. Oh, yeah.
There we go.
That's great. Well, hey, thanks so much for joining us today on Off the Record. We hope you had a nice time hanging out with us. If today was interesting or helpful or funny or anything at all, consider sharing it with someone here at Amplify or someone else that you know that just wants to hang out with Brandon and I. We love you, and we will see you this week for Palm Sunday.
See you.